Staying a bit sporty, because the legendary British cyclist Sir Mark Cavendish says this year's Tour de France is likely to have been his last race. What an end to that career.
Yes, overcoming illness and injuries, Cavendish has gone on to win a record 35th Tour de France stage in this first week of this year's. It ended in Nice yesterday. We'll speak to him shortly. But first, let's take a look at some highlights from an incredible career.
Mark Cavendish on the left of our screen. He's going to be the world champion. Look for the salute. He's the world champion. Mark Cavendish has won the world title for Great Britain.
We're so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Not for the wins or the records or like that stuff's great, but the stuff that no one sees, the behind closed doors stuff. The level of self-belief, the level of commitment, determination and sacrifice. I don't know anyone else that does what you do. We love you and I'm looking forward to, having you around a bit more.
Here he is. Sir Mark joins us now live from Nice. Morning, Mark Cavendish.
Good morning, how are you?
We're great. More importantly, how are you? Well, congratulations, and how are you?
Thank you so much. I'm all right, thank you. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm enjoying this beautiful weather in Nice, relaxing with my family after those 3 weeks around France. So.
You're just rubbing it in now because the weather here is so rubbish. That's what it is. How are the legs, Mark?
They're okay, thank you, yeah. Like yesterday, normally we finish with a stage on the Champs-Elysees in Paris. That's normally the traditional end to the Tour de France. But obviously with the Olympic Games imminent, we couldn't finish there this year. So we finished with a time trial from Monaco to Nice. And that's like, it takes the pressure off me having to deliver on the last stage. So I could kind of enjoy the last day, ride in, enjoy the time with my teammates, enjoy the time with my family, and soak it all up.
What was that like? What was it like soaking it all up? And you say you can enjoy it. What did you do that made it fun?
It was emotional. The day before was the last mountain day. It was the day I had to get through with my teammates. And we haven't had a sprint for almost a week. So actually just to finish the Tour de France, that was a challenge in itself. I didn't need to. There was no, like I said, no sprint in Paris at the end. It was just more for pride, for getting through arguably the hardest sporting event in the world. And a race that's given me everything I have in my career, So to show the race the respect it deserves was pretty important, just to finish, absorb it. And as well as the highs, that suffering is what makes a race special, and it's what grows you as a person, isn't it? So to feel that one last time is important as to feel victory one last time, I guess.
Mark, I just want to tell you that, when you say suffering is part of it, for most of us watching, suffering isn't fun. So just explain to us why you kept on going back to the suffering over and over again. How do you live with that, get your head around it?
Yeah, to be fair, it sounds worse than when I say suffering. Look, everybody goes through hard times, and they can be really hard times. It can be just nuisances, but it's pushing through those things to achieve a goal, or to get to a point you want to. That kind of makes those times worthwhile, and that's the kind of context I want to put it in. Saying suffering makes me sound, we do cycling, it's hard. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie, but feel what you get, like the rewards you get at the end of it, make it all the more worthwhile,
And so given everything you've just said about how worthwhile it is and pushing through all of that, this one could be your last. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my last Tour de France. Already last year was my last Tour de France, and I crashed out with a broken collarbone. But to be able to come back with one target, with a reason to get out of bed every day and push myself and push myself and push myself, I didn't leave a stone unturned. I didn't leave a day without doing everything I needed to do training-wise. And I think it's time now to kind of spend some holidays with my family, my wife and kids, instead of pedaling around France. So.
I mean, you've put your body and your mind, I guess your mental strength, through a lot to do and to be able to achieve what you've done. Can you just turn that off? I mean, how does it work? Do you just say, OK, fine, I'm going to take a break? Or do you always feel that need to compete in some way or other?
Don't know, really. I don't know any different. I think it's going to be a competition in itself, just making sure the kids aren't fighting with each other. You know, I'm a father of 5, and that'll be enough work in itself. My wife's done an incredible job to make sure that they haven't been on each other when I've been away. It's time to give a hand with that, and I think any parent will know that's probably the most challenging job in the world.
And Mark, looking back now, as you're saying this is your last Tour de France, what's the highlight? What's the best bit? What's the bit you're going to remember the most?
I think there's a few, obviously. Obviously, being part of a Tour de France winning team in 2012 with Bradley Wiggins was something special. We won a lot of stages that year as well. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Every 3 weeks around France each year has been a journey, and I've met some incredible people. I've shared some incredible experiences, highs and lows, and there's been so many members of the public that have lived that journey with me. They've been there on the side of the road. I felt the love. I felt them there in the good times and the bad times, and there's stuff that you can never forget. You take that forever with you.
It's an incredible achievement. Mark, thank you so much for talking to us. Enjoy the rest of the day in gorgeous Nice. It looks amazing.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for being with us this morning. What a fairy tale end to that.
Yeah, the beach is that way, Mark. I can just take the kids now.
Yeah, he'll be in the good books if he does. What a story. What an achievement.